Dear friends, this week we read the Torah portion of Kiseitse. And in this Torah portion are one of the most interesting laws of the Torah, which it's called in Hebrew Yibum or levirate marriage. And the law basically is that if a man gets married and unfortunately passes away without having any children, so the law is that his wife is supposed to get married to one of his brothers. There is the option, if none of the brothers want to marry her, where they sort of separate themselves from this marriage, which is called chalitza, and the process of that happening. But until chalitza is done, they are sort of connected. She's connected to the family. And she has to get married. Why should she get married to one of the brothers? And the reason is because there must be a remembrance, there must be a legacy that remains from this brother who passed away. And if she just moves on and marries someone else, it's over. The legacy of that person is over. There's no children, there's no future, it's over. But if one of the brothers gets married to her and they have children, then the legacy of that brother continues as well. And this law goes as far back as pre-biblical times or pre-Torah times, at the beginning of the Jewish people, and that's the story of Yehuda and Tamar, where Tamar, who was the daughter-in-law of Yehuda, was married to his two older sons, and each one of them died without children. And he was a little reluctant to have her marry his third son, Shelah. But she ended up having a relationship with Yehuda, and many great people came out of them, and as we say, Mashiach will come out of that marriage as well. And if you pay attention to the law, which is very unusual, I think there's a tremendous message that we can take, and especially now in the month of Elul, when we're preparing ourselves for the high holidays, when we're closing off the year, to finish it off in a positive way, in a productive way. And that is that there is no such a thing as a person just passes away and who they were and what they were is just erased from the memory of society. Every person was put here in the world to make an impact. Part of our impact is not what happens while we're alive, but what continues after we pass on from this physical world. And if a person passes on and there is no children, it will not be forgotten and just closed. Their story will be now shut. No. There's an obligation for the woman to get married to someone in the family so the legacy will continue. So as we close off our year and we're doing our own reflection of our lives, of our year, sometimes we may say, I don't have much value. I don't bring much value to the world. The world would be very fine without me. And the Torah says, no. Every person was put here to leave a legacy. Not everyone's going to be a world leader. Not everyone's going to be a leader of a large group of people. But everyone has the ability to make an impact. And an impact that will continue on beyond your physical existence here in this world. So if you think like that, you will make that happen. And the Torah makes something that is forbidden. You're not allowed to get married to close family, except in a levirate marriage. You can get married to your brother-in-law in that type of situation. So let's remember, God put us here in the world because we count, because we can make a difference. And therefore we have to make a difference. So as we close off the last few weeks of this month, let's think about how we will make a difference. You don't have to make a big splash to make a difference. You can do small things, but do things that are meaningful, that touch other people in a real way. Victories of character building, of doing what's right and what we were asked and commanded by Hashem to do. Those make powerful impact. So may God bless you. We love you all. You have the strength to make it happen. Make these last 18 days powerful. So you finish off the year with a bang and you start it in the same way. Shabbat Shalom. Candlelighting time in Montreal, 7:34 p.m.